Hello, I nominated Ethan Kendall as a True Wildcat this month. I have really appreciated working with Ethan all year long. He's added so much to the class under these difficult circumstances, whether he's been on Zoom with us or whether he's been in person. He's always one of the students that I can count on to just do positive things in the class. So obviously his achievement has been great. I'm sure that's true for many of the students that are receiving this award, but also, like many of the students that are receiving this award, it's the extra things that Ethan has done that I really wanted to recognize for him. One is that I really appreciate the fact that he's willing to try. When I throw out a question to the class, oftentimes it's difficult to get students to take a chance and put their ideas out there. They're worried about making mistakes. I understand that can be difficult. Ethan is always willing to give us his perspective. Sometimes he's right, sometimes he's wrong, but it doesn't discourage him from trying again the next time or revising his ideas and throwing it out there. His process of being engaged is just a great role model for the rest of the students. Secondly, I would like to just commend you, Ethan, for your willingness to communicate. You communicate so well with me and the other people in your team. I get probably more updates from you just checking in to see what's going on, or you'll give me a heads up that you guys have made some revisions. I love the fact that you're willing to reach out and communicate with me. It makes me feel like you're really a partner in your own education, and that's the type of thing that I think really sets you apart from some of your peers at this moment. So thank you, Ethan, for all you're doing to make our class better. I think you're being a great role model for all the other students in the class, and I hope that you are enjoying class and that you enjoy being in the class as much as I enjoy having you. Thanks, Ethan.
Hi, I'm Brandon Murchison. I'm a physics teacher here at LHS, and I'm nominating Brielle Rochester for this award. So Brielle has been an exceptional student all year, taking that same level of academic excellence that she would have if we were full-time in person and maintaining it throughout our current learning situation has been incredibly impressive. It's difficult for a lot of students and staff and families, and I know this, so I'm just so impressed to see a student that is willing to take those extra steps, reach out when they don't understand something or communicate different things that are normally much easier to do when we're in person. So I'm so proud of everything Brielle's done this year, and even as we're rotating into our hybrid setup now, I see Brielle really thriving in the science classroom, being able to take physics into her own hands. I think she's being a fantastic role model for the rest of the class by just modeling that scientific curiosity. It's difficult for students to make mistakes or admit that they're wrong or that they don't know something, but something that we really want them to see is that that's the most important part about learning, right, is making those mistakes or admitting you don't know something. They're asking questions, trying to figure out what it is you don't know and what you're trying to find out. That's just science in general. So seeing Brielle as a student that's able to take those things in the classroom, ask questions, probe deeper, really trying to figure out what's happening with the world around us, I think Brielle is a fantastic recipient of this reward. I think she's an awesome student to have in class, and I hope she does enjoy the class as well. So congratulations, you definitely earned it.
Hi everybody, my name is Brady Sullivan. I'm a math teacher here at Libertyville. I'd like to honor Dylan Vena as the math department's eSchool All-Star for February. Dylan's in my co-taught geometry class with Miss Sammy O'Neill, and Dylan does so many great things. He does such a great job of coming in with that bright, cheery attitude every day. He has a smile on his face, whether it's in person and hybrid or whether he's coming in through a Zoom. And he brings a smile to his face. He brings a great attitude. He comes in ready to talk and communicate with everybody and make the class more lively. And in this tough situation where everybody's in kind of different places, he comes in and helps put everybody at ease, helps bring that great attitude, ready to work. On top of that, he's done a really nice job of asking questions, getting help when he needs to, and he stays on top of his work. If he ever does miss an assignment, gets it done right away, lets me know, does such a good job communicating when it's real easy to just kind of fall back and miss some of the things as we're in this hybrid learning environment. but he really steps up and goes above and beyond in everything he's doing in his work. But what stands out more than anything is how he comes in with that great attitude. He's really resilient in everything that's going on, and it's positive with that smile on his face. And that's such a big thing that rubs off on not just his classmates, but his teachers and all the people he's around. So Dylan is doing a great job. He's really stands out as one of our sophomores in geometry that goes above and beyond, not just academically, but bringing a great attitude and a positive spirit to our class. So Dylan, congratulations, and we're so glad to see you every day in geometry. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Teresa Elmore. On behalf of the math department, I'm happy to present Neil Souza as an eSchool All-Star. I've been lucky to have Neil in my computer science classes for the past 2 years and as a member of my Coding Cats Club prior to that. Neil is an outstanding computer science student. He is eager to learn and always enthusiastic and engaged, even on Zoom. Whether we're in person or on Zoom, Neil always brings a positive energy to the classroom. But what makes Neil an even greater asset to my classroom has nothing to do with his academic performance. It's his compassionate and welcoming nature. Neil has this remarkable ability to encourage and lift others while making everyone feel included and valued. I cannot emphasize enough how important this is, not only in the classroom, but in computer science in general. I believe the tech industry holds a great amount of power to change the world, and I want to know that the people with that power are thinking not only of themselves, but of the impact their work will have on others. With students like Neil, I know our future is in good hands.
All right, Mr. Colby and I are here to nominate Mercedes for Student of the Month. Congratulations, we're so excited to be here nominating Mercedes. So we're both going to jump in and share just some information about her. And Mercedes, you are always such an enthusiastic and energetic student. Mr. Colby and I both appreciate how thoughtful you are, just in corresponding with us through email, in person, in Zoom. We can always count on you for your willingness to just share ideas with others. You've always been such an active participant in class, both in person and on Zoom, and we so appreciate that as well. I also want to commend you on your wonderful leadership skills. You're very reflective recently in some in-person writing and blogging activities. You've been sharing some really insightful stuff, and we really appreciate that. And I also want to note your effort to want to give back as a link crew leader in the future. So those are just some of the wonderful things that we notice about you. I'm going to let Mr. Colby jump in and echo a few more ideas. Again, congratulations.
Hi, Mercedes. First off, congratulations. You are very deserving of this award. Mrs. Bolsinger, I think very highly of you, obviously, to nominate you for this. So I'm going to say probably some of the same things that Mrs. Bolsinger said, but one of the things that stands out when we think about you as a person and a student is first off your personality. You have an awesome personality. We feel very lucky to have you be a part of our class. You're a great self-advocate, which is a hard skill to be able to have at your age. So that's great. It's going to suit you and help you out as you progress throughout your high school career, and then from there. You're always so positive, which we appreciate. Mrs. Bolsinger and I were talking before this that whenever we have a lull or like we need a pick-me-up in your Zoom and in our Zoom class, you're often like someone who can help us get out of that and get things back on track and going. So, again, we're lucky to have you in class. We've enjoyed working with you this year, and it's been nice to see you actually in person in class on those days. So, good job. Keep up the good work.
Hi, I'm Kristen Hover, an English teacher at LHS, and I've nominated Adam Campbell for the All-Star-True Wildcat because if anyone embodies what it means to be a Wildcat, it's Adam. He comes to class every single day with enthusiasm, energy, a good attitude. He rubs off on other students and even me, and really helps to create an environment that's fun and welcoming, which I know is not an easy thing to do over a computer screen. He really brings humor and laughter and personality every day, and I'm really grateful for that. He's also adapted really well to virtual learning in a way that I think should be emulated by other students. From his willingness to participate, his ability to work with other students, to his attentiveness and engagement, he's truly demonstrated to me his ability to make the best of any situation. And in an environment where it's pretty easy to kind of hide or to become unfocused or let others do the heavy lifting, Adam has not taken the easy way out. Beyond that, Adam just has some really great ideas. He's constantly sharing his thoughts and analysis on the text that we read together in class, and I'm consistently impressed with the way he views the world and how he critically thinks about issues in our society today. Not only do his classmates benefit from his contributions, but as a teacher, I even do. So I just want to say thank you, Adam, for being such a light, especially right now. We really need that. And you remind me every day of why I love being a teacher. So keep up the great work. I'm really proud of you, and congratulations on this honor.
Hi, I'm Jeremy Marino. I'm the orchestra director at Libertyville, and it's my honor to nominate Allie Gifford for this eSchool All-Star. Allie has been just a wonderful member of the orchestra. She's been in the orchestra all 4 years, which is just awesome. And, especially these last couple of years as a junior and senior, she's been a leader, and she's one of the great leaders in that people just love following her because she's just this source of positive, good energy. And so people are kind of naturally drawn to her. And even though she's not necessarily a person who steps out and says, "Follow me," the leading is still there. Just an example as a model. Last year she was kind of like one of my stronger students in the middle group, and she really took that on and took it as a challenge to get better, to be better, to be that kind of musical example. And now this year, as a senior in the top group, she's really kind of taken it on to make sure she gets to know everybody, and kind of encouraging the younger students, so everyone feels welcome. And she does that also with our orchestra council group and kind of organizing activities and bonding activities. She's just a kind of a person who brings other people together. So especially in a time like we've had recently, that's a great quality to have. Of course, it's a great quality to have at all times, and Allie has that. And again, a great honor to nominate her for this.
Hi, I am here to nominate Emily Mclean for the Theater Student eSchool All-Star. And Emily is an all-star. Emily, I've shared with you recently, and you know this, that you are an amazing example of a student who has grown throughout her experiences in theater since her freshman year. So Emily, of all my students that I currently have, I just wanted to nominate you because of the fact that you not only have grown so much, but it's because of your commitment to being a student of theater as well. In class, you recently talked about your experiences with improv and how that makes you uncomfortable. And yet I love that you are willing to do something that you're not completely comfortable with, and that you know that risks matter and that risks do result in growth. Your commitment to growth, even when something is challenging for you, is admirable. And I love that you talk about how that is something that you want as an actor, but also as a person. So that way these skills are going outside of the classroom and into real life and off the stage as well, which I see in you as well. Recently, we did an activity, a Windows and Mirrors activity about Black theater artists, and I loved Emily's reflection. She talked specifically about how this is maybe something she wouldn't have done unprompted, but because of the experiences, she was introspective about it, as well as being willing to expand her own perspectives, and acknowledges that really Emily sees she's a cog in a bigger wheel, not only of theater, but of life, and wants to know more, is thirsty to know more.
We also recently did a personality test in terms of like how it relates, our personalities relate to when we're in the audition room. And Emily's response was not only were the results scarily accurate, but that she was passionate and someone who avoids the ordinary. And Emily, you are nothing ordinary. You are definitely extraordinary. You are a person who not only seeks for those experiences in your life, but embodies them and then shines them out to others as well. So thank you for your passion. Thank you for the ways that you not only seek it out, but embody it as a student of theater at LHS. Definitely an eSchool All-Star. Congrats, Emily.
Molly is the best. I had Molly in Foods 1, and then again for Pastry Arts, and now in Gourmet Foods. And I work with a lot of students, but Molly is definitely the cream of the crop. She is hardworking. She has integrity in everything that she does. She is a natural leader, always helpful, not only to me, but to group members and classmates. She's really kind, and she is just really easy to work with and very trustworthy. I love working with Molly. I love having her in class. I hope that I can have her a couple more times before she graduates, but I can't think of anybody who is more deserving of this award.
Good morning, my name is Alex Adams and I'm a driver education teacher here at Libertyville High School. I'd like to nominate Ben Troster as Libertyville High School eSchool All-Star. He's a terrific young man, Ben. He comes to class every day and he's ready to learn. And you know, that's not an easy thing. In this day and age, of course, we're all faced with many challenges, but you know, the driver education program is just a little bit different. He has a rotating schedule. Some days he has to be at school for driving, and some days he has to be online in a Zoom meeting with me for classroom. And you know what? It's oftentimes contrary to the existing hybrid schedule. So Ben's really flexible. He's quite nimble. He's able to get to class on time. He's able to be enthusiastic when he's there. You can see it on his face and his body language. He's ready to learn. And not only that, but it's contagious. His other classmates, you can see that when Ben is engaged, that somehow, you know, on screen, everybody else gets the idea, hey, it's an opportunity for us to learn. So it makes my job as a teacher a lot easier. And it's a real pleasure to have Ben in class, because when people start to engage and you start to realize that they want to learn, it makes everything more worthwhile, of course. And things just start to happen. You start to expand on what you're talking about, and class becomes a lot more fun and a lot more informative. So Ben, I really want to take this time to thank you. I appreciate what you're doing in class. I know it's been a short time, but all the more reason that you're deserving of this recognition, because you know what? That's a difficult thing to do in a short period of time. So thanks very much for everything you do. I really appreciate it. And I look forward to the rest of the semester being every bit as great as it's been so far. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Good morning, and thank you for the opportunity to share with you our Physical Welfare True Wildcat Student of the Month. It brings me great pleasure, and it truly is an honor to share with you my thoughts on Peyton Murphy. Peyton truly harnesses a great internal motor and a great spirit, and she brings that professional demeanor and work ethic to class every single day. She truly makes those around her better, and I'm not even sure she knows that she does that, which makes it even more special. She also goes about what she does in a way that is inquisitive and invokes thought and invokes question and makes the class a whole lot better. In this world that we live in now with laptop screens and masks, it's really hard to get to know our students, that contact of getting to know them. In a weight training class, it's been good. Peyton's extracurricular sport has allowed her to ask me some individual questions as it relates to her skill set and being sport specific, which has been really rewarding to get to know her and help her with some of those things. But really what speaks true to Peyton is kind of her core, who she is, her character. Quick story, Peyton emailed me a couple weeks ago. She had a perfect score in class, 100%, and she knew she was going to miss a day, and ahead of time wanted to know how she could make that day up already. And if she missed the day, it might have taken her a 98.5, but she wanted to stay at 100%, and that truly speaks to her academic character, and that says a lot. That means a lot to me. I can't say thank you enough for the professional demeanor and all those things that Peyton brings to class. Having her now for a second semester has been a joy. Truly the tangibles that she brings to class intangibly make her classmates collectively better. So Peyton, I can't say thanks enough again for what you do for our respective class and for our department. Thank you to you, and you are so deserved of this honor. Congratulations.
I am here to nominate Lauren Rollins for the eSchool True Wildcat Award for this month of February, and that's because truly Lauren is all things daring, which is our mission statement here at District 128. Lauren is a doer, she is resilient, she is nimble. I have had the pleasure of teaching her both in Spanish 2 last year and now this year in Spanish 3 honors. And so I have seen Lauren in, a more typical school year last year. And then, with all of the changes and having to go with the flow, be flexible, really to overcome obstacles and make things work this year. She has done it without pause. It has, been a seamless transition. She's been ready to go. She's always ready to learn, which has just been wonderful to see. Lauren is also globally aware. She values diversity. She respects the perspectives of other cultures, and she's also inquisitive about those cultures. She always wants to know more about language. She wants to know more about culture, and she wants to know about how those two things come together and connect, which is a pleasure to see and to work with her in language class. And she always has, these follow-up ideas that are, very deep and shows that she's really thinking a lot about what we're learning and what we're discussing. And then finally, Lauren truly is daring. I encouraged my Spanish 3 honors students to go for the Seal of Biliteracy, and one component of that is taking a Spanish language test, and she took me up on it. She took the plunge, she gave it a try, and she is almost complete and has almost earned her Seal of Biliteracy, which is no easy feat. That means that she has very advanced language skills in Spanish, which is, again, just really, really impressive for a Spanish 3 honor student. And that's because of her inquisitive nature and curiosity that she brings to the class every day. So Lauren, thank you so much. It has been a pleasure to work with you, and I look forward to working with you for the rest of this semester. Thanks.
Hi, good morning. My name is Heidi Lechner, and I teach German here at Libertyville High School. And I am very pleased to nominate Connor Stelter for February eSchool All-Stars. Connor, last year we started together in German 2. And for every assignment, you asked me how many points it would be worth. And you were only focused on the grade and not on learning. You love German, but really it was just a mindset for you that you needed to know what you had to do to get an A. So after many, many months of reminding you that it was all about learning and just letting it go and not worrying about every assignment points, then you started to just focus on the work and start enjoying German. Once in a while you would still ask, how many points is this worth? And the other kids would roll their eyes and we'd all laugh. This year, in German 3, even though we moved to a completely remote atmosphere, which was very difficult for many of us, you have started completely growing and living German. I am awarding you this nomination because you came 5 minutes before every Zoom, you've logged in, had small talk with me in German, not just logging in and turning off your camera, but you log in, you ask me in German how I am, we have a private conversation for a few minutes before everyone else is there. You always have your dictionary up because you're ready to learn and try new German words. And not once this year have I heard out of you, how many points is this worth? You have been living German this year. You've been loving it. You've been laughing. And I am just so thrilled to see that you are so focused on enjoying the learning aspect. And for that, I would like to say congratulations, herzlichen Glückwunsch, and I acknowledge all the work that you've done to make yourself a true learner and lover of the language. Thanks for that.
Hello, I'm here to make a video about why Joey Butler is Wildcat of the Month. Joey, you're a terrific guy. You have the whole world waiting for you. You're a doer. You know how to get the job done. You are aware of what needs to be done in each of your classes, and you do it, and you do it in the most humble, kind way possible. You think about it, you're inquisitive, you're resilient, you complete your work, you're a good human being. You are a solution finder. You are flexible. If something changes, you're okay with it. And you're, global, man. Your future is bright, and it's gonna take you anywhere you want. So we are all very proud of you for being Wildcat of the Month.
Hi, Albina. I nominated you for True Wildcat because you worked hard, you are fun to be around, and you make me laugh.
Congratulations, Albina. We know that this school year has been rough, and first semester was a bit of a struggle, but you really showed awesome resilience. You pushed through, and now you're rocking second semester. Mrs. McHugh wanted to say you're doing a great job adjusting to all the changes of this school year. You're always the first one to share your thoughts and opinions in class and in groups, and you really bring a great energy to class and groups, which is awesome. Mrs. West wanted to say that you have shown so much responsibility academically, you are following through on suggestions from teachers, and you work really hard and you're always trying to do your best. So great job, Albina. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Albina.